It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
1 yard. Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Tackled at the 46.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might as well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Rams 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Stafford on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
10 at the 44-yard line.
This is it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And 8 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Jaguars.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
The Jaguar 1st down.
Back to throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Micah Kiser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to return. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Again, it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10.
Whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Here as he's taken down. Malcolm Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Showing some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jacksonville.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now back to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to tap this one in for the Rams touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 33. It's a gain of 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Calais, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. They got a man, it's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Stafford here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And goal to go.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking in zone for Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams,
and Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. To throw now on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep down and got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 77 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing here, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Jags grab it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the